Hello, and welcome to announcements for the week of December 17th. As you can see, Dan and I are sitting here. We have just been talking about our podcast. So I want to make sure we remind you about the mini season of Advent of Walk with the Wise, along with First Presbyterian Church of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We just released our fourth episode. Actually, Adam Hughes, Dr. Adam Lefevre Hughes, our new director of music, sat down with us. Great conversation.
A lot of fun. That was a fun one. And I hope you'll check them out. Great themes that I think we can return to all year long, but particularly important during this season of Advent.
Yes.
I'm hoping that this has been a meaningful season for you. I know sometimes you get really busy and hurried, but it's also a time if you find space to be able to reflect. And we've tried to keep those small groups as places for space and conversation. And we hope that happens. Also, we're getting toward the end of the year.
We are.
Didn't Brian and Lauren do a great job?
We did. If you missed last week's announcements, we're going to make sure we're going to throw it your way again. Here is Brian and Lauren from the Gratitude Committee. Hear their words.
Hey everybody, Lauren and Brian here from the Gratitude Committee. Wanted to take a moment just to express most importantly, our thanks to this incredibly generous congregation. You have really stepped up here in 2023, and we've got some exciting things to report about this year and about our goals for next year. So I hope you're enjoying the giving season and this holiday season as much as me and my family are. We had that beautiful coating of snow yesterday morning, which just really made this county more beautiful than it already is. So Brian, why don't you tell us a little bit about how we're doing so far?
Yeah, and Lauren, it is a big thank you. This is an incredibly generous church family, as you just said. And it's a magical time of year. It's a time of year when we continue to talk about gratitude at FPC. Gratitude, of course, means giving. Lauren and I want to talk about 2023 and where we are this year with 3 weeks remaining in our calendar year. And then we're going to flip to estimates of giving for 2024. Let's talk about 2023. Here's where we are. We are really close, friends, to achieving our $850,000 goal. $850,000 in gifts is what's in the operating budget from all of us, this church family. Against that $850,000, the church has received actual gifts of $775,000. That's fantastic. That's 91% of goal, which means with 3 weeks remaining, we need just $75,000. This is a church, Lauren, that has demonstrated consistently for the past 5, 6, 7 years that giving in the home stretch of the year exceeds the goal. And we're really hoping we can get there this time as well.
You bet.
Yeah, so 2023, 91%, we need $75,000. The point there is if you can reach a little deeper, if there's a gift that you want to make in this tax year, now's the time to do it for all of us at FPC. Spend a minute. What does giving allow us to do?
Oh man, I mean, for me personally and for my family, it has really broadened our connection to the church and then also really our usage of the church. Our programming here, our offerings here, give a little bit of something to everybody. And the importance of giving to fund those operations and those opportunities is obviously super important, but also estimates of giving. And when we talk about 2024, are extremely helpful. As Brian and I sit on the trustees, knowing the estimates of giving as we head into a new fiscal year is of utmost importance.
Yeah, thank you. Nice segue right into where are we going in 2024. And we shared with you during our season of gratitude and Commitment Sunday, Best Guess Sunday, I think we called it this year, that our goal for 2024, once again, is $850,000. So next year's budget, 2024's budget, calls for $850,000 from gifts from all of us as part of this church family. We're off to a tremendous start in terms of those estimates of giving or those best guesses. But we have a ways to go. There's opportunity there for 2024. Against that $850,000, we're at $676,000. That's 79% of goal estimated to be received, which is a terrific place to be here. But we want to push that number higher with your help. And so if I'm doing my math right, that's 79%, there's $174,000 in estimates what we used to call pledges, still needed for 2024. And if you're able to go ahead and make a pledge or increase your pledge to get us a little bit higher or close to that goal of 850, we would all be super grateful. So there's a little bit of opportunity here for 2023. There's opportunity in terms of estimates for 2024.
And estimating really couldn't be an easier process. You can call the church, you can send in that little flyer that you would have received at home, or you can go on Realm, like I did, a couple clicks of a button, let the church know what your best guess is for how you can give to the church in 2024, and it's that simple.
However you do it, it counts, and we're super grateful. So
We are.
Wishing
Thank you, everyone.
everybody, a big thank you again, and wishing everybody a Merry Christmas and a tremendous holiday season as we bring the year to a close. Thank you.
Thank you.
So just to echo what they said, thank you to everyone out there for their pledges, their estimates of giving, so that the church can plan for the future and plan for the year ahead.
It gets me really excited about 2024 to see the enthusiasm of this congregation in giving and their hopes for what we want to do together in 2024. So thanks for the good work of Brian and Lauren.
Yeah. And speaking of hope, we are hoping that you can join us on Christmas Eve, whether it is in person or online or on LCTV. So we have a schedule. We have different ways you can worship with us. Dan, there's several different ways, correct?
There is in person on Sunday the 24th, Sunday morning. We have one in-person worship service at 10 o'clock. It'll be a little sort of a blended style like we did before we went to our two services in person. Just a wonderful way to celebrate. That'll be in the sanctuary, and then in person at 4 o'clock in the evening and 8 o'clock in the evening. First our family ministry, and then our lessons and carols, the traditional service. Beautiful. I would highly recommend that you get there early, because we expect quite a crowd this year. So wonderful opportunities.
Yeah.
And then what about online?
Online, we have the same opportunities. Early in the morning, we'll release our fourth Sunday of Advent service, and then that evening, you will have an opportunity to worship with the Lessons and Carols service that we put together for online, and that will also be on LCTV. So make sure you're checking out those schedules as well to join us that way. So Dan, that's Christmas Eve, and then rolling through. Do we have anything else we need to remind everybody?
Not really. That's really all the announcements. We'll be back to the same in-person schedule on New Year's Eve, December 31st, that Sunday, and we hope you'll join us there. But we're sort of getting toward the end of all the heavy lifting of events that we've had, and we thank you for your participation. It's been a busy month. Andy, what do you appreciate about this? You've been, here with us in the church as an employee for a while. What have you enjoyed, and what do you appreciate about this month of December?
This is a great month to be here. You feel such a warmth of joy and hope that kind of just permeates the whole space.
It does.
It really does. There's a sense of togetherness. You're seeing people sometimes that maybe aren't here all the time throughout the year. See some new faces, and everybody's really. We always have this around here. Our volunteers are great and willing to lend a hand, but this time of season, you see it double and triple fold.
Yes, you do.
It really do,
Yes,
that is amazing. That warmth and that community that really is growing here at FBC.
I would agree. That would be one of the things I appreciate about this season of the year. You really get to see everybody. I mean, we always, as pastors, joke about the Christmas and Easter crowd, but really what's happening is people just sort of sync their calendars up and begin to make this time a special time for them. And then we get to see, the kids and the grandkids that are in town. And some of those kids and grandkids, I really only get to see once a year.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic to be able to just have that kind of relationship with some of those people. It's a really warm time. So we hope to see you, and we thank you for your great involvement and participation.
Yeah, and thanks for worshiping and serving with us here at FPC.